I got some updates for you on the NFR S2000. I'm not going to be turning into a full-on track car. I already did that with the black one, so I figured that that would be silly to do the same thing again. So instead, we're going to go through the process of tuning a street car. And so we're going to start very slowly, analyze every step of the way as I make the upgrades to this car. And I'm already doing a track project with the BMW. What I did today was I put on a compromise pad. This is a pad that you can use on the street and get away with using on the track. And that pad that I am trying out right now is the Project Mu HC Plus 800. Now I've already tested it out and it's pretty nice on the street, but we have to see how it holds up on the track. So I'm going to go to the track in the middle of April. One thing I noticed when I took off the old pads was that the S2000 had some Duralast pads on it and they were tapered off on the end. The pad contact area was much smaller than my new Project Mu pads. Swapping pads is easy. If you need to see a video on that, you can look at the link up here and watch the video on that. Now the next thing I need to do is bleed the brakes. I noticed they had a new bottle, so this is the old bottle and this is the new bottle. And you can see the new one has a racing flag on it and the red stripe with lettering that says the new racing quality. So I'm going to be putting this in there. It's probably the same fluid as it's always been. The other thing that I did was I'm starting to tune the ECU with the Honda Flash Pro. This allows me to do some neat things. I added launch control to the car with this. This also allows me to change the throttle pedal response because there's an electronic throttle. And this also, of course, allows you to tune the ECU. And so for now, I just put the Honda off-the-shelf tune on it, and I haven't looked into it any further than that. But the nice thing about that is it lowers VTEC and it also raises the RPM limit. It makes the car much more drivable because it's easier to stay in VTEC. We're going to head out to the track. I'm going to leave the S2000 stock for the first track day. I'm going to leave stock suspension on there, the stock Bridgestone REO 50s, and we're going to collect some data and make some decisions on how to modify the car from there. And so I have a pyrometer here. If you're an engineering student, you probably play with these things in heat transfer. But what this does is you turn it on, temperature reading here, and then you probe the tire with this. Focus, focus. All right, so there's this probe here, you probably can't see it. It's adjustable actually, and so I can probe the tire with this and get a good temperature reading. And what does this tell me? This tells me what sort of adjustments I have to make alignment-wise, camber, caster, toe, and of course tire pressure. You can tell a lot from reading your tire, and so I'm going to make a video on that because it's actually pretty important. So that is it as far as that goes, but the idea with the S2000 project now is going to be to keep it as a daily driver. So thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy your car.